The engine of Detroit has never been idle. Every day steam rises from the Motor City Underground. Each drop of Detroit Steam Vodka is handcrafted with the same passion that went into the foundation of this city. We will not falter in our dedication to bring you a product that embodies the spirit of Detroit. This is Detroit Steam Vodka.
Noah Bierman and Tracy Wilkinson. Los Angeles Times published 5:17 p.m. EDT June 9, 2019. Washington. This is not the first time that President Donald Trump, frustrated by his inability to curb a surge of migration from Central America, has threatened Mexico with drastic punishment only to back down. In April, he vowed to close all or large parts of the southwest border to stop people and drugs heading north, an implausible ultimatum given the nearly 1 million legal crossings and billions of dollars of two-way trade every day. Days later he relented, claiming Mexico had stepped up its help. Trump's plan to impose escalating tariffs on Mexico was a more credible threat, but his announcement late Friday to indefinitely suspend the import taxes arguably produced a hollow victory. The two nations signed an agreement that even the president acknowledged was based partly on Mexico's promises to take tougher action, but with few specifics. Mexico will try very hard, and if they do that, this will be a very successful agreement for both the United States and Mexico. Trump tweeted Saturday, the high drama of the last week, when high-level Mexican officials rushed to Washington for 3 days of intense closed-door talks and then inked a deal hours after Trump returned from Europe, left many in Congress and elsewhere wondering if the scramble represented Trump bluster or wily deal-making. The negotiations were tense at times, participants said, but both sides worked steadily in an effort to fine-tune an acceptable compromise before Trump landed back in Washington. Hanging over their heads was the recognition that tariffs cut both ways, and a crippling trade war would ripple through both economies. While Trump has insisted that Mexico would bear the brunt of escalating tariffs, most U.S. business leaders saw a potential disaster for the auto industry, agriculture and numerous other industries. Trump all along insisted he was serious about tariffs, even as opposition from Senate Republicans and GOP governors, especially in Texas and other border states, mounted. When not glad-handing with Queen Elizabeth II in London and nonagenarian survivors of D-Day in France, Trump spent jet-lag nights in telephone contact with his negotiators at the White House or 7th-floor offices at the State Department, Vice President Mike Pence, Secretary of State Michael R. Pompeo and White House counsel Pat Cipollone. After talks with Mexican Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard and his delegation began at the White House on Wednesday, some administration officials were certain Trump would impose at least the first tranche of 5% tariffs, if only to send a message to Mexico that he was not bluffing this time.